pound. If that ain't a sight for these tired eyes,
Yeah, well, I guess a week of solid travel is kind of rough on a man. Well, getting on in years.
I reckon it. Getting on in years. Now, you listen to me, Ben Travis. You know I'm always raring to go, and sometimes I can't even go for raring. Getting on in years. Just 'cause my bones creak a little when I get up and down ain't no sign you gotta treat me like some doddering old dolt. Yes, sir.
Where you tail draggers been? You were due here 2 days ago.
Well, we hit a bad storm. We were up to our ears in mud.
Tony, if that town is anything like its name.
It's like the sign says, fellas, this is paradise. Why, we're right smack in the middle of a real rich, fast-growing territory. I got our posters plastered all over the nearby town. And I want to tell you that the folks around here, they got their tongues hanging out, just waiting for entertainment.
Sounds like we're in for a good run.
I figure 7-10 days at least.
We could use that long in Stopover. And how about the campsite?
I got the best one picked up right in the outskirts of town.
How about supplies? You reckon we can load on some fresh beef?
Well, now, supplies won't be no problem, but that fresh beef, that's something else.
Why should that be a problem? You said this is rich country.
You see, Ben, the only place around here that'll sell us any cattle, by that I mean the amount that we're going to have, is the Tyson spread, and they're 3 miles the other side of town.
I'm listening.
Well, you see, I've been so busy hanging the posters and taking care of other things.
Yes, I know about these things, Tony.
Yeah, I guess you would. Well, anyway, Ben, you're much better than I am at striking up a bargain. Besides, it's just a short ride.
You said 3 miles.
Yeah, it's a big house right by the side of the road. You can't miss it. Oh, and Ben, thanks a lot for being so understanding.
Well, it's my pleasure, Tony.
You got that grin on your face about it.
Colonel, you know how Ben's always riding me about how my job with the show's so easy?
Huh?
Well, he's going to find out real quick that being an advance man's no picnic.
You ain't sent him riding into some kind of hornet's nest, have you?
Well, I wouldn't say it's a nest, Colonel. Just one hornet. But it's the biggest, peskiest, orneriest hornet Ben Travis will ever see.
Hello. I'd like to see Tyson.
What for?
Well, I'd like to buy some cattle. I'm with the Thompson and Travis Circus. Possibly you've seen our posters around.
Hey, Jess.
Yeah?
Come here. We got another one of them circus fellers out here.
Oh. What happened to the other fellas?
You mean other fellow?
Oh, spunky little fella. Called himself Gentry, I believe.
You mean he's already been here?
Yeah, sure has. Keeps coming back trying to buy 30 head.
You wouldn't sell him?
Oh, it ain't my job to sell. I'm only the foreman. Boss does all the selling around here. It seems like this Gentry didn't feel like paying the price. He got real uppity about paying $60 a head.
$60? Well, that's double the going market price.
Maybe it is.
You can't be serious. I mean, that'd be highway robbery.
Yeah. Maybe so, but I'd keep my voice kind of low if I was you. Boss don't like being called a thief. This Gentry found that out in a hurry.
Just where can I find this boss of yours?
Out there back of the barn.
Hi. Thank you. Tyson! Tyson, I'd like to talk to you.
Come on.
I'm Tyson. You want to talk to me? Start talking.
Yes, well,
Come on, speak up. Don't mumble.
he's another one of them circus fellas, Miss Amy. Claimed $60 a head was highway robbery.
No, he does he?
Yes, he does.
Look here, mister. Supply and demand. My daddy learned me that real good. Now, I'll supply you your beef, but it's $60 a head. If I hear any more jawing about it, it goes up to $70.
Tyson, I'd like to apologize. If I'd known a woman was running this ranch, I would never have been so abrupt.
Huh?
You will forgive me, won't you?
Well, what are you mangy, lop-eared coyotes doing standing there gawking? Ain't you got anything better to do? I don't pay you good wages to stand around here and look at something that ain't none of your concern. Now go on, get back to work.
Oh, now, Amy, we
Now,
just...
you too, Jess Bailey. None of your sass. Get going. Sometime you gotta show 'em who's boss.
Oh, I understand, Miss Tyson. No, it isn't easy for a woman to...
Ain't no harder for a woman than it is a man, mister.
It isn't easy for a woman to make a man understand she can do any job he can. And in many cases, a lot better. Miss Tyson, about that 30 head of cattle. It's not just the people in the circus I'm worried about. They could probably go without. The animals. I don't think you'd like to see them go without fresh meat, would you?
Well, I ain't one to see people or animals go hungry. Tell you what I'll do. I'll make it $57.50 a head. That's my final price.
No, I'm afraid that's more than I can afford. Wouldn't reconsider, would you?
Well, I'll think about it.
Fine, I'm sure you'll come up with a fair arrangement. Well, Miss Tyson, good day.
Hey, I didn't get your name.
Travis, Miss Tyson. Ben Travis.
Something wrong, Miss Amy? What I mean was, all of a sudden, you look kind of sick.
I feel fine, Sam Hagen. You go on back there and slop them hogs.
Joby, be sure your lines are real tight before you throw that half-hitch. Now, go ahead, boy.
Colonel, here he comes. He's gonna blow sky high, Colonel.
All right, we're going to do it just like you planned it.
Say, it's a nice place you picked out, Tony. Fine campsite.
Yeah.
You did go to the Tyson spread, didn't you, Ben?
Yes, I did.
But you didn't see Miss Amy.
You mean Miss Tyson?
Yeah.
Well, fine little lady. Very pleasant, very polite. I'm going to get something to eat. See you later.
The biggest, peskiest, orneriest hornet of all, huh? Hmm?
I'll tell you one thing, Colonel. That Miss Amy's a hellcat. Why, she blasted me from here to Sunday, then back again.
Don't look like she blasted Ben very much.
I just don't get that at all.
Morning, Casey.
Hey, Ben.
Tony, how are you this morning?
All right, Ben, you figure you got the last laugh. But I didn't see you come riding back here with no cattle.
Hey, Ben, there's some cattle out there for you. Some lady brought them in. Well, I think she's a lady.
Fine, thank you. Tony, how does that saying go? Never send a boy to do a man's job? You will excuse me. Morning, Miss Tyson.
Morning. I brung you 5 head. I know that ain't what you want, but I figured it'd be something for a start.
How much, Miss Tyson?
Well, I figure we could hit a middle ground, and 45 ahead ought to please the both of us.
Hmm?
Sure is a busy place you got here. Lots going on.
I'll show you around if you like.
You would?
Miss Amy, maybe we ought to be getting back.
What for? We got plenty of time.
There ain't nothing to see here.
Well, then you go on into town.
What for?
Pick up some supplies or something.
I picked up supplies yesterday.
We'll go do something.
Like what?
Doggone you, Sam Hagen, go get drunk or something, but just leave me alone.
Shall we?
No man ever offered me his arm before.
I'm happy to be the first.
Hey, he's a big one, ain't he?
Show the young lady a show. Great. Miss Tyson, I'd like you to meet our acrobatic star, Janet Olson.
Hello. Hi.
They need you off the ticket wagon, Ben.
Fine, thank you. Well, I'm afraid I'm going to have to go.
Oh,
Say, how would you like to see our show this afternoon?
well, I'd like to, but I'd got to be getting on back to my place.
Well, I could drive out and pick you up. 2 o'clock.
All right.
He's very nice, isn't he?
Hmm? Oh, yeah, I reckon. Say, this here Ben Travis, I reckon he likes girls with the hairdos like yours and their faces all soft and pretty.
What man doesn't, Miss Tyson?
Wait a minute. Our show starts in a couple hours.
I'll be back in time.
Where are you going?
Go out and pick up that Tyson girl.
That mud hand? For what?
Tony, that mud hen decides whether we get any more fresh beef.
Well, I'll say one thing, Colonel. You gotta give that Ben a lot of credit.
What do you mean?
Well, you've seen what that Tyson girl looks like, haven't you?
I reckon old Ben deserves a lot of credit at that.
I've been waiting for you, Travis. It's about Amy. About your calling on her like this.
Actually, you know, I'm just taking her to the circus.
Yeah, I know that, but that's not what I'm driving at. You see, Amy's dad and me, we were close friends. Real close. And ever since he passed on a couple of years back, I've been kind of keeping an eye on the girl. Let me lay it out for you like this. Amy's dad was a rough, hard man. He was a good man, mind you, but all he knowed was just working this ranch, building it up, making it bigger. A man like that needs a son, Travis. He could have understood a son. Being left with a daughter, well, it kind of confused him. See, Amy's ma died only a month or so after Amy was born. Anyway, her dad tried to do right, but like I say, maybe having a daughter confused him. He made a lot of mistakes bringing her up. Too many, maybe. But Amy loved her dad. She followed him around all the time, trying to get him to love her. She kept trying to live up to what he wanted her to be. And she wound up being more man and less woman. When he died, she took over this ranch, determined to run it like her dad. Hard and rough, building all the time. Working twice as hard as any of the hired hands.
Obviously, she hasn't had an easy life.
You be gentle with her, Travis. She's taken by you. You're the first man that she's ever agreed to go out with, even in a small way like this. She's tough and she's hard, and she can be ornery at times. But she's still a woman, Travis. I'm asking you to remember that. Amy's a woman, and she can be hurt like one. You remember that, Travis?
Yeah, I'll remember.
I don't let on that I told you this, or she'd skin me right down to the hide.
Not a word.
Well, I reckon we better get started.
Here.
What are you doing?
Well, a gentleman always helps a lady.
He does?
He does. Do you think you need that? You have this nice towel.
Maybe I ought to fall after them. Well, you know, Jess. Kind of see she don't get in any trouble.
You let her be, Sam. She got a right to find out what it feels like to be a woman.
I started sliding down that greased pole with all them big, creamy, gooey pies in his hand. He kept dropping them. I thought I'd die laughing. Hey, I did that pretty good, didn't I?
Perfectly. Amy, I've really enjoyed this day.
So have I, Ben. It's been just about the best fun day I ever had.
Glad I could be a part of it.
Ben, how much longer is the circus going to stay around Paradise?
Wait, maybe 9 days.
That ain't very long. Ben, my daddy always learned me that one good turn deserves another. And you've been so nice to me and everything. I was wondering if maybe you'd consider having dinner here with me tomorrow night at the ranch.
Amy, I thought you'd never ask. Good night, Amy.
Did I hear you right, Amy?
You heard me right, so don't stand there staring at me like a wall-eyed cave.
But, Amy, you said ladies' clothes.
That's right, I said ladies' clothes. And I want to see everything you got. And don't you start making any smart alecky remarks just in case you happen to think of any. You charge all those things to my account, Mr. Perkins. Oh, say, Mr. Perkins, you got one of them catalogs that shows a fancy table sitting?
This what you want?
That's the one. Good day. This here your wagon? Yes.
Have to get all duded up like that just for that extra beef, did you, huh?
We need the beef, don't we?
Yeah.
But I didn't figure we needed it that bad, Ben. He looks just like that Bull Burma fella, don't he? Huh? I haven't seen that suit, Ben, since the time you chased that lady gambler back in Wichita.
You know, Tony, you gotta take these things out once in a while or the moors get them. Well, gentlemen, I'll see you. Amy, you're lovely. Absolutely lovely.
Thank you, Ben. Do you like it? All those pretty things belong to my ma. I ain't had 'em out in ever so long. I never had a reason to. Not until now.
You know, Amy, I've had the good fortune of dining in many elegant places all over Europe. But this table is as elegant as any I've ever seen. Miss Tyson? Doggone it, Jess, I was only trying.
I know, but
Was everything all right, Ben? I mean, the dinner and everything.
It was magnificent, Amy. Truly magnificent. If it wasn't for that coyote out there howling occasionally, I'd swear I was right back in Vienna. Miss Tyson. In Vienna. After a dinner like this, they dance. Shall we?
Oh, Ben, I don't know how.
Well, I'll show you. It's the waltz they do. It's very easy, you see. You just turn and whirl to the music. Ready?
Oh, Ben, I can't.
You can.
I'll never get the hang of it.
Yes, you will. It's easy now. Come on.
Oh, it's these newfangled shoes. I feel like I'm walking on stilts.
Well, then off with the shoes.
Really?
May I?
Lead on, Mr. Travis.
Hey, Sam, have you got any of that boot wax left?
Yeah. There you are.
Thank you.
Get a move on, fellas. We got to mend that fence before nightfall.
I'll catch up with you guys a little later on. Got to hook up the buckboard for Miss Amy. Seems like she's given up riding horses.
Yeah, there sure has been a big change in her since she took up with that circus fella.
That ain't no lie. Why, she ain't even hollered at me last couple of days. Fact is, she ain't hollered at none of us. Kind of wish she'd start up again. Sure has been awful quiet around here.
Yeah. Wait a minute, Dave. I'll hitch that buckboard.
Put that in the back. What are you saying?
You going on a picnic?
Uh-huh.
With that Travers fella?
Huh?
I don't like it, Amy.
You what?
I said I didn't like it. It ain't right the way you've been throwing yourself at him. Well, he ain't nothing but a slick-talking freewheeler, Amy.
Since when has it been any of your business, Sam Hagen, what I do?
We knowed each other a long time, Amy Tyson, since we was kids. I figure that ought to give me some right.
Sure. Just about as much right as sticking your head in a pail of steaming water, and just about as foolish. You go on about your business and be thankful I'm not firing you.
I ain't never been able to talk to you, Amy. Not the way I want to. Now, you go ahead and fire me if you like. But I got to speak my piece. Got to say how I feel.
Oh, Sam, I didn't mean to start yelling at you. I don't want to yell anymore. Not anymore. I know you mean well. I've always looked on you as kind of like a brother.
And maybe it's time you knew I don't feel like a brother. Not to you, Amy. No, Amy. Not like a brother.
Barrel of axle grease.
Yeah.
4 gallons of white paint.
Yeah.
And some coupling pins.
Wait a minute, not too fast. Paint and cup.
Coupling pins.
All right, I'm with you.
Oh.
Hello, Amy.
Hi. Good afternoon, Casey.
Hi, Miss Amy.
We got some fried chicken and some hot biscuits and a big old apple pie.
Hey, I didn't know you was going on a picnic, Ben.
Didn't I tell you, Casey?
Oh, you didn't tell me. Must have slipped your mind.
Slipped my mind. That's what it did. We'll be back in time for the show, though.
I'll save you a piece of pie, Casey. I baked it myself.
Thank you.
He's sure spending a lot of time with her, you know that? Say, Colonel, you don't think that Ben is getting sweet on Miss Amy, do you?
I ain't so sure of that.
Oh, no, Colonel, not Ben, not with her.
Well, she ain't such a bad-looking woman, Tony.
Maybe. I'll admit to you she's getting to look pretty, but not pretty enough for Ben, Colonel. I mean, you've seen the women that he's turned loose, and they were 10 times better than she'll ever be.
Tony, when you get to be my age, all women look alike.
How's that?
Good.
Amy, you better give that up before you split yourself in two.
I tell you, Ben, it beats me how that Janet does it. She bends and twists herself around. I swear she's going to tie herself in a knot.
I told you she's a professional acrobat. It's taken her years and years of hard training and work to get as good as she is.
Well, it's like I say. She's a girl and I'm a girl. And if she can do it, by dog, I can.
Well, let me help you before you break your neck. All right, just go back easy.
Okay.
Go on.
Hang on tight. Oh, Ben. I think I'd better leave the acrobatics to Janet, don't you? Ben, where does the circus go from here?
Little town called Shelby.
That's more than 60 miles away. And then where?
Well, after Shelby, Temple City, then Big Springs. And...
Getting further away all the time.
Yes, we are.
Well, I guess I'll just have to get myself a new teacher. Ben, do you like it? Circus life. I mean, traveling all over the country and never settling down.
Amy, I think I'm as settled as any man. Maybe more than most, because I know the circus is my life. It's what I've always wanted. You know, Amy, one of these days you're going to discover there's a great big world outside, full of wonderful places, beautiful things to see, exciting and interesting new people to meet.
Oh, I don't know. I've never thought too much about meeting new and exciting people. I guess I'm like you in a way. You've got the circus and I've got the ranch. My roots are here. I wouldn't ever want to leave.
Say, you know, I promised Casey we'd be back in time for the show. Come on, come on. Amy, we should be getting back.
Ben, you were going to kiss me just now. Why didn't you? I'm not afraid.
You're not, huh? Well,
Yes, sir, Ben. I want to tell you something. They sure tagged this place right. Paradise. Beautiful country, wonderful people, lots of money. But as the man says, all good things have got to come to an end. I figure we got 2 days here, and then we ought to send Tony traveling. Yeah. You listening to me?
well, yeah, I'm listening, Casey, but look, let's talk about it later, huh?
Still got your mind on that Tyson woman? You know something? I've never seen you so smitten on a girl before.
Maybe I am, but not in the way you're inferring.
Oh, you mean it's kind of casual-like, huh? Let's see now, you've been seeing her for the past 9, or has it been 10 days?
Exactly 8, Casey.
Exact. Mr. Travis, when a fella gets to figuring out the exact time he's been seeing a girl, I think it's easy to be casual anymore.
Where'll I find Travis?
He's right over there, mister.
Hi.
I want to talk to you, Travis.
You work out at the Tyson place, don't you?
That's right. Name's Hagen, if that matters any. What I got to say is private. Just you and me.
Fine.
This is all right. Now, what about Amy Tyson?
What about her?
I want to know your feelings to her. What you figure on doing about her.
I don't think that's any of your business.
I'll make it in my business, mister. See, Amy's stuck on you. She's stuck real bad. What happens to her after you and this circus pulls out of here?
Well, that concerns Amy and me. Nobody else.
I ain't gonna stand by and watch you make a fool out of Amy.
You better get out of here.
When I'm ready. Now, you get this through your head, Travis. I don't want to see Amy made to cry. You make her shed one tear, mister, and so help me. I'll come after you.
Hagen, you better leave.
Tony, when a couple of young bucks like that start fighting over a doe, an old stag like me generally pulls in his horns. Good idea, ain't it?
Hagen, this isn't necessary.
Hagen, why don't you stop this? I ain't stopped.
Much too nice to him, Ben. Put him away.
Help that young fella get on his way.
All right. Boy, you sure are mean, Ben.
A little altercation of fisticuffs. That settled something that was on your mind?
He threw the first ones, Casey.
So he did. He just looks like a lovesick kid to me. Kind of wrought up and confused. Hey, speaking about confused, I think you're kind of confused, too. You got a couple of more days around here to do some hard thinking, and if your thoughts come up about Miss Amy, you know, that are not so casual, well, we always got room for one more on this show. That is, if a fellow wants to take his wife along with him, huh?
Dave, you better cut out some of that Northfield herd today. Check to see if any strays let out through that back brush, huh?
Okay. We'll see you later, Jeff.
All right. Hey, what hit you?
Yeah, my horse stumbled. Slipped my saddle. Yes, I might as well let you know now. I'm quitting.
You sure that's the way you want it, Sam?
That's the way I want it.
Well, ain't nothing I can do to stop you, but I appreciate you giving me the time to dig up another hand.
I'll stay till the end of the week. I'll give you time enough.
I thought you was riding out with the boys this morning, Amy.
Oh, I changed my mind. I didn't feel much like it.
You ailing? Or something? Was something troubling you, Amy?
No.
Amy, remember when you was a little girl, how you used to climb on my knee and pour your troubles in my ear?
Well, you're a little big to be climbing on my knee, but I still got that ear available.
Those were little girl troubles, Jess.
And Ben Travis, that's big girl troubles?
You think you're in love with him?
Living the way I've been living, how could I know anything about being in love?
Well, it has to do with feelings, I guess.
And I guess maybe I'm in love with him.
Don't seem like maybe strong enough, Amy. You're sure it ain't respect or maybe gratitude? It's easy to confuse them with love, you know.
I don't know, Jess. What I do know is, though,
I don't feel just gratitude or respect. It's more than that.
Well, I don't know much about romantic troubles, Amy, but I imagine the best way to meet 'em's the same way you do regular ones. I never knowed you to meet a problem but one way, Amy. That was head on.
That's still the best way, ain't it, Jeff?
Say, I thought maybe you ought to know. Sam Hagen's quitting.
What for?
Don't you know, Amy? Them big girl troubles got away mounting up, ain't they?
Ben, I wonder if you'd take a ride with me, please. It's kind of important.
I'll get my horse.
Look out there. Over there west, near that large ridge, and down in through the valley, and east about as far as your eye can see. That's all my land. It's good land, Ben. Rich and life-giving. A place where a man could take hold and grow. And you know what I'm driving at?
Yes, Amy. But we've had a beginning. Nothing more, just a beginning.
Maybe if we had a little more time.
And time isn't the answer. I wish it were. Amy, I'm afraid there can never be an ending for us.
I won't believe that. I won't.
Amy, this land is a part of you, as much as the circus is a part of me. I remember you said that you'd never leave this land. Your roots were here.
We could work that out, Ben.
Could we? If I said to you, give this all up, turn your back on it, come with me, become a part of my life, what would your honest answer be? And you're right. All I've done is help open a door for you.
I know, Ben. You made me feel like a woman and think and act like one.
It was an honor opening that door.
Ben, tell me the truth, please. Are you saying all this because you don't hold any love for me?
People like us don't fall in love this easily. We want more. We demand more.
Let's get out of here. All I did was make a darn fool of myself.
Amy, we haven't made fools of ourselves. We just fell in love a little, if that's possible.
You go on back. I think I'd like to stay here a while.
Will I see you before I leave?
I don't know.
Well, we're ready to roll out, Ben.
I don't understand it, Casey. At least thought she'd show up to say goodbye. Let me know she understands.
Well, you're not going to find that out standing around here. So, we'll meet you on the other side of town, huh?
I was kind of hoping you'd ride in to say goodbye.
Well, I meant to, Ben, but at the last minute I kind of backed off. I thought maybe it'd be easier for me if I didn't. I've been thinking a lot about what you said the other day. I think I'm kind of beginning to understand.
Are you sure, Amy?
I'm sure. I'm a little thicker than most. It takes me a long time to learn to think and feel like a woman.
You know, there's going to be a lot of happiness in your life, Amy.
Thank you, Ben.
Goodbye, Amy.
So long. Jess tells me you're thinking about quitting.
Yeah.
Well, now, that's foolish. You've been with me a long time.
Yeah? Maybe too long, Amy.
Sam Hagen, when was the last time you had dinner with a lady? You be at the house tonight at 7 o'clock sharp. Wear a clean shirt. You have got one, haven't you?
You got yourself a deal, partner. Roll your wagons! Come on, get out!